Hey everybody, welcome back to Cooking with Cuse. As always, I'm Nate, and this week I'm here with
Emma.
And Emma, what are we making this week?
We are making a lemon poppy seed layer cake with raspberry curd filling and a lemon buttercream frosting.
Okay, I can't keep track of all of that, but I'm trusting that you're gonna keep track of all of that.
Yes, all we have to think about right now is the batter for the cake.
Okay, do we need to preheat the oven to start?
Yes, to 350 degrees.
Okay. And while I do that, what are you gonna start?
Well, we already have our two 9-inch pans buttered and floured. And now we're going to begin with our lemons.
Okay, so what do we do with the lemons?
We are going to zest them first. Have you zested?
I have zested. People on this show think I've never cooked before they've taught me. But I've zested, actually, that's all I do. I eat zest for dinner.
I'm sure.
Yep, okay. So I'm zesting into this bowl, you're zesting into that bowl?
Yes.
And we're racing?
No, because we like our fingers on our hands.
Okay. You don't want this to be like a pink cake. Sorry. Disgusting joke. Okay, maybe I don't know how to zest. Why doesn't this work? There we go. Why does this hurt so much? I'm kidding. Okay. And are we making this cake for any special occasion, Emma? He asked leadingly.
Well, it may or may not have been my birthday.
Which is it? May or may not?
May, I think. And I was born a really long time ago. Like, I don't remember it well when it happened.
So what's your birthday?
March 12th.
And what does that make you sign-wise?
A Pisces.
Okay, and what should I know about Pisces?
Supposedly we are artistic, sensitive.
Good at zesting.
Wishy-washy.
Wishy-washy, okay.
Yeah, kind of like head in the clouds, but very wise. Like the zodiac calendar, it starts with Aries, ends with Pisces, and Pisces, since it's the end, have the oldest souls.
Oh, I see, okay.
Like
so
if
you're
Aries is
the
a
last
baby,
born, right.
I'm on my deathbed.
Oh my God. Okay,
But
so we better make
wise.
this a good cake. Okay, so I think that's enough zest, and now what do we need to do?
Oh, I'm still zesting.
Oh, see, I won the race.
Okay, so you can cut that in half.
Okay.
We're gonna make the juice, which we're not using for the batter, but we're gonna set it aside because we need it for the frosting.
We're using all parts of the lemon,
Yes,
sort of like a deer.
we don't waste food.
Okay, I'm cutting it in half, and then I'm juicing it
Yes.
into where?
So you can add that in here.
Okay. Done.
And then
No comment?
shove that into the guts.
Emma. This is a children's show. Okay. Just zoom in on my hands here. Okay, and should I pick the seeds out, or do we want the seeds?
We'll worry about that later.
For crunch. Okay. Worry about that later. Okay, watch this. Duck. I called bank. Okay, should I chop this one in half now?
Yes, please.
Okay.
This is so nice, having a helper.
Wait, don't I need that? Do I not need that back? Am I juicing
That's
this?
fair, yeah.
Okay, and the student becomes the master. Do you have any big wishes for this year?
Not really.
Emma's big wish was to get on a cooking show, so she's already knocked it out of the park. Do you want to try tossing it in? Over the back. No, behind the, okay, never mind. Okay, great. I'm gonna try doing it over my shoulder for the fourth one. No, it'll knock off the ceiling if I try that.
You know, 22 is not that exciting because 21 is such a big milestone.
Right.
And then you have to wait 9 years.
You never
for the
really have
next
it,
one.
right, and that one's sort of a bummer. You never really, after 21, speaking from experience, you never really have an exciting birthday ever again.
Well, your 30th is coming up, right?
No, my 30th is not coming up. I'm 18. Okay, now what are we doing,
Nate
Emma?
took his driver's test like 2 weeks ago.
And I failed. So my mom had to drive me here. Okay, what are we doing next?
We're going to take care of our dry ingredients.
Okay.
All right, so Right here we have 2 1/3 cup of cake flour. It's important to use cake flour, not all-purpose.
What's the difference?
It will determine the quality of your crumb.
Oh, and this way we'll get a good crumb.
Yes, it won't be like dry and stiff.
It'll be soft and malleable.
Yes.
Great.
It won't be as crummy.
Okay.
Like you're not gonna cut into it. And
I get you. Okay, great.
Nobody wants that.
So are we mixing anything in there?
Yes. So we're gonna do baking powder. You can dump.
Okay, I'll dump.
This is 2 3/4 teaspoons of baking powder.
Okay. Anything else?
Salt.
Okay. I was hoping you'd do. I make a Salt Bay joke, I think, every episode. If I see salt, I will make a Salt Bay joke.
And then
okay.
this is poppy seeds, and that was 1/4 teaspoons of salt, and this is 1.5 tablespoons of poppy seeds.
Okay, the
because it's a lemon poppy seed cake.
Is bigger than the teaspoon.
I think so.
Yeah. I know about that kind of thing because I host a cooking
Woo.
show. Okay, that was good. That looked great.
I got tricks. Okay, now we're gonna just whisk that together.
Have you been making this cake for long?
I've made it a couple times before, but I've been making cakes in general for
Your whole life?
quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did on my first birthday. The birth.
You're told, but you don't remember.
Yes, allegedly.
Right.
I exited the womb. He
Mix-
said, get me in a kitchen.
Good, right. Get me straight to the kitchen.
Okay, let's turn our attention
hot out
to...
the kitchen? Is there anything there? Hot out into the kitchen? Never mind.
Let's look at the electric mixer.
Okay.
Okay. Egg whites. Have you ever made foamy egg whites before?
No, only
Okay, this part's really exciting,
flat
I
egg whites.
think.
great sound on that.
Now we need the
I'm
whisk.
just going to clean up as we go because
The
I'm
whisk attachment.
a good sous chef.
We need Jeopardy music.
I wish I could do that.
You
better.
don't. No, look, you go that way, then you switch. No.
I'm doing too much. I'm adding too
No.
much motion.
Okay.
What are we looking for out of these eggs?
We're looking for a stiff peak. And I don't.
A stiff what?
Stiff peaks. Hold, please.
A stiff peat?
So they kind of look like, do you know that cathedral in Moscow that looks like Candyland?
St. Peter's.
No.
Then no.
It's Saint someone else. And it has the onion domes, how they're like,
Isn't that St. Peter's?
maybe
It's the- or
there's
it's like,
multiple.
or it's just the Kremlin,
I thought it was no, it's not the Kremlin.
but it's in the Red Square.
Possibly, I haven't been to Moscow.
Me neither.
Or as the Russians say, Moskva.
I've only seen Mission Impossible: Ghost Protocol, where he blows up the Kremlin. Well, he doesn't. He gets accused of it, which is why they have to initiate a ghost
Okay, we just need a
protocol.
little bit more. We're almost there.
I don't want anyone thinking Ethan Hunt blew up. Anyway. Okay, but this is crazy that egg whites can turn into this like frothy snow.
Yes. There won't be any liquid part.
Science is magic. Science
Yeah.
is magic.
Well, as they say, cooking is an art, baking is a science.
That's
that
right.
is-
I've always been bad at baking because I don't like following the rules. Cooking, you can kind of like free ball it, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But baking doesn't like it when you try to just go with your gut.
This is true. All
So
right,
that's
I'm
why
content.
I'm following your rules today. Okay? You're content with this?
Yeah.
Okay?
Come on. Get out. Oh, you're so good at that. Yeah, get it all in there.
What a great noise. Okay, and that's all just egg white? That's crazy to me. That's egg. This is gonna sound like a do you ever think about how different many different many
Wait, say that
substances?
again?
Do you ever think about how different many substances eggs are? Like we
break that down for me.
we eat eggs in so many different forms. That's all.
I'd say
Scrambled, fried, poached.
Right.
They all are different substances and consistencies. And this to me is a totally new consistency of egg. That's all. That's all I was going to say.
It could like double as hand soap.
It does look like hand sanitizer.
Like
hand
salmonella.
sanitizer. Yeah. Right,
Hand
to
soap.
ensure you get salmonella.
Yes, and then we need our spatula. We're going to transfer it.
Okay, great.
And you can just keep your hands just like that.
I won't move a muscle. Wow. Eggs, huh? Okay, I'll put this back in here for now.
Yes, and we have to rinse that out actually.
We'll rinse that before we put other things in it.
And we're setting the egg whites aside. They will come back.
So what next? I'm going to change out my gloves.
We just need to rinse that out real quick because we're going to need the electric mixer bowl again.
Okay, great.
To put all of these together.
Okay. Okay, Emma, what's next?
All right, so we took care of our dry ingredients and our egg whites are ready. And now we're going to do the butter and sugar and then put it all together in the electric mixer.
Okay. So what do you need from me right now?
Butter.
Butter.
This is a stick and a half.
Okay.
And it is room temperature, pretty soft.
What is room temperature? Off the top of your head, is that 68 degrees? 69
I think it's
degrees?
a range. There's
It's
not
a
like
range?
a strict.
You know it when you feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're in room temperature right now. That's me feeling the temperature.
You'd have to ask like Syracuse University what they keep the thermostat at.
Okay, so it's
Then we
different
could
per
define
university.
it. Yes.
Room temperature is different. If your like roommate, maybe like mine,
They
is
have a
obsessed with
department
having the
for
thermostat
that.
at 73, the room temperature is different.
We like 60 in our house.
I am jealous. I have to keep my window open all year round. Okay.
Your life is really hard.
Yeah. It is.
All right.
Okay.
So now on like a low to medium speed, we're going to beat the butter, and then once it softens, we'll add in the sugar.
Great. Okay.
All right, and we don't want to do it all at the same time.
Okay.
We're going to do gradually.
So how
About
much?
3 goes as,
Okay, so I'll put in about a third of the sugar. And how much sugar is that total?
I believe
It is.
Drum roll.
Oh, okay.
Same wavelength.
I owe Emma a soda.
Yay! I like Diet Coke.
Okay. I got a Dr. Pepper the other day that said cherry flavored. That's all Dr. Pepper. Am I crazy? It specifically said cherry, like it was a special event. Dr. Pepper, stop trying to
There's
bullshit.
John Green, the author of The Fault in Our Stars, has a TikTok that explains the entire history of Dr. Pepper.
Okay,
and
and
it's
who is
really
the doctor?
interesting. It was so interesting that I don't really remember the story, just that it was.
All right, well, I guess we're just plugging other
Intriguing.
YouTube channels now. Thanks, Emma.
So this is a cup and a half.
And
Just
I'm gonna,
eyeball.
So I'm going to put
or-
about a half a cup in right now.
Yeah, baking is science sometimes.
Okay, great. And now I'm going to turn it on. Is that right?
Yes. Okay, that's good.
Okay. More?
Now half of what's in there. Off.
Now
And
I'm
the rest.
incredibly tempted to just eat this on its own. Butter and sugar. Doesn't that look good?
Yeah, I mean, you can have that later as a snack.
Okay, great.
All right, put it there.
I did have a friend once, shout out Henry Fowler, who I did watch eat a couple spoonfuls of butter and sugar on its own on a Friday night once. He seemed like he had a good time.
Yeah, I have one of my roommates, May, shout out May, loves butter.
Welcome back to the Cooking with Cuse shout out corner, where we shout out former roommates of ours who have eaten just butter and sugar on their own.
No, not
Tag someone in the comments who's done that and is a roommate.
But minus the sugar.
Oh.
Like she'll have like a little piece of bread and then like this much butter.
That makes more sense than what that sicko Henry did. Okay, so I'm gonna take this off now, or we're adding?
So we're gonna add that lemon zest from earlier, but only half.
Okay, great. So one of the lemons
half
worth.
Is gonna be on deck for later when we do the frosting.
Great.
This is half.
Okay. Okay, should I push down the sides a little bit and get everything incorporated, or you think we're good to go?
We're good for now. We will do that.
Okay.
And now we're gonna do a 1/4 cup of whole milk. So this is a whole cup. So
very precise. Look at the focus on Emma's face right now. This is like intense scientific focus.
like Bill Nye.
Or like
The
Tom
love-
Cruise when he has to do one of his stunts. Sorry,
Don't
couldn't
compare me
couldn't
to
quite
that.
pull that off.
To that person.
That superstar.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Okay. You're
Okay.
doing this in so many goes. Okay, should I turn it on?
Yes. Okay, stop it. And you can scrape down the sides a bit.
Okay.
So that was just our first 1/4 cup of milk. It's a 1 cup total. And now that we have the first 1/4 incorporated, we're gonna go back to our dry ingredients that we whisked together earlier. So this is the cake flour, the poppy seeds, all of that. And we're gonna alternate adding in the dry and the rest of the milk.
Okay, great.
So again,
So how much? Just like 1/3 of this again, or a 1/4?
like a 1/5.
God, I guessed so wrong. Okay.
Get the, oh, good job.
No one zoom in on that. No, I said don't.
Okay, a little more milk. This is about another 1/4 cup. And then we turn that back on. And off. Your turn. Let's establish like a rhythm.
Yeah, a give and go.
Off. And a little more. Okay. Off.
All of it?
Yeah.
Wow, what a treat.
Right.
And none of it missed this time.
You're in the splash zone.
That's why we wear aprons. It sort of adds a cool atmosphere
off.
to your kitchen. We recommend doing this if you want to sort of feel like you're at a rave, for example. Okay? Is this going to splash me in the face?
Have you been to?
Obviously none. I think this looks like a rave. Okay, this is going to splash me right in the face like it's Shamu, right?
Hopefully. For my sake.
Shamu's the whale, right?
Yes, orca. Right?
I think so. Okay.
Okay, and turn that off. And now I want it to be a little runnier. So
Okay.
we're gonna keep adding.
What consistency
milk.
are you looking for here? What should folks at home be looking for?
So you don't want it like something you would drink, really
Okay.
liquidy.
Okay.
But if you were to scoop it up, it would seep through.
Okay, that's a
Like
great
in
way of
between your
describing it.
fingers.
I completely
you.
know what you mean. Wouldn't have thought to describe it that way. Okay, back on? Mm-hmm. Jesus.
Okay, off. We're gonna add
No
more.
way. No way more milk. This is insane.
Okay, stop it, and we're gonna scrape it down. You don't wanna miss all that good stuff that's on the side. So how do you feel about dairy?
I love
Are
dairy.
you? Thank you.
No, I'm a big dairy guy. I always catch I love a glass of milk. I drink at least 1 glass of milk a day.
You know, this is really comforting.
2% milk, good for the bones, good for my brain, I assume. And growing up, I always thought you had to drink milk. That was the only thing I had at the dinner table. And then I got to college and people acted like I was like a criminal for drinking.
I ordered it at a restaurant.
Great.
Which I didn't think was that strange.
No, not at all.
I got like hate mail from the patrons actually. After
How'd they track you down?
I don't know. Okay, this is perfect.
Great.
The best batter I've ever seen.
Batter up.
Uh-huh.
Can you add like a animation of a baseball, like a crack of the bat? Okay. And then we're gonna pour that in there.
Yes.
Is that right?
And then we're gonna fold in.
Okay. Are we done with this?
Yep.
This has an awesome look to it. The poppy seeds add like such a cool dynamic.
Right?
Just visually, aesthetically speaking.
If you like waft it.
Yeah.
It smells. I love baking and cooking with lemon.
Okay, I got all of that,
because
and then
spatula.
Yep.
I need that. I love when your hands like smell like lemon all day.
that yeah, lemon and
afterwards.
orange are the 2 things I would most like my hands to smell like.
Fair.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. I can't think of any exceptions. Coffee maybe is a good smell. Continue.
Back to the task at hand. We're gonna fold in the egg whites gently
Okay.
because you don't want to totally deflate the mixture.
Right. We
'Cause you
work
just-
so hard
Exactly.
to get them so fluffy.
So you gotta be gentle.
So then these are going to go in the pan. Is that right? This
Yes.
mixture? and
Last
then,
step of the batter.
Okay. What am I missing?
And then we're gonna throw them in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes.
Okay, great. Should I go get the pan?
Yes, that sounds like a plan.
This one?
If that speaks to you.
I got it right. Sort of the pan whisperer. Do you have any birthday traditions in your family?
I like to change it up every year.
So no.
No, but I am always a freak about my cake. Like the rest of it, I'm flexible with. But the cake is always an event, especially when I was younger. Can I have both pans actually?
Wow, okay. Yep, absolutely.
Can I just eyeball it?
Half and half though, I assume.
Yes. Anyway, I used to put a lot of thought into the design of my cakes. And back to the subject of dairy, I love cows because of my love of dairy. And
Right, they give us milk.
I had a cake for my 10th birthday with a cow on it. And it said, okay, well, another backstory. My parents would always call me Lulu.
So it said
And
moo
it
moo?
said moo to the Lou.
Oh. Great.
I shouldn't. What?
No, I just
I was-
barely understand that as a pun. Sorry.
Okay, you have
That-
no
I'm
vision.
crossing the line here.
I was 10.
I'm trying to think of a good cow-based birthday pun. But that's the best I
Well,
can
you have
think of.
25 to 30 minutes to ponder it.
Right, okay, great. So we're gonna put these in the oven, and in the meantime, well, let's put them in the oven.
Yes.
Hold on, let me get an oven mitt. Okay, so that's 25 to 30 minutes, and what are we gonna do in the meantime to like maximize our kitchen time here?
We're gonna make the curd, which is the filling.
Okay. Okay, so the cake's in the oven, and now we're gonna make some curd.
Yeah.
Talk me through it.
Okay, so we're gonna take 5 egg yolks. So earlier we used the whites.
We're using the whole part of the egg.
Yes,
Just
there's
like
a-
we
there's
used the
a
whole part of the
theme.
lemon. Exactly. Amazing.
We're gonna very lightly beat them.
And this is a totally different substance of egg than the previous egg. Just saying, the magic of eggs continues to inspire and delight. Okay, so we're whisking up the egg.
Like you don't want it to get foamy or bubbly
Gotcha. We're not looking for
Just-
any peaks or whatever.
combined.
Yep. Okay. Now what?
Now we're gonna put our pot on the stove. We want to add a low to medium heat. I always start off conservative
Okay.
because since we have eggs, we don't want them to start frying when
Of
we
course.
add them in.
Right. Okay. So should I add the eggs?
No, we're gonna start with butter.
Of course. How much?
1 stick, 8 tablespoons, teaspoons.
Okay,
one stick.
We're adding the whole
They,
stick.
they know what a stick of butter is.
They know. And if they don't, get off our channel.
Assuming the intelligence of my audience.
We don't want you. It's a stick. Okay. And I'm tempted to try and Larry Bird these in, but
If you really
I
want.
no, I won't. Okay. And those are melting nicely already. Great.
Yes,
Okay, the butter's melted. It smells like a movie theater in here.
it does.
Sort of like when I went
We
to
know
see.
all about those.
Right. Well, because recently over the summer I went to see Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1, which is one of many movies.
I did
enjoy.
that too, actually.
Yeah, great. I also saw Mission Impossible: Fallout in theaters at the height of Movie Pass, the greatest summer of my life.
Now we're adding in. Put a pin in that. We're gonna add a pint of raspberries.
Okay, so I'm adding them to this.
to the butter.
Okay, great. Should I stir that up at all?
Not yet.
Okay.
And now
Right.
let's do our sugar. This is 3/4 of a cup
Okay.
of sugar.
What is a curd exactly?
A curd is basically butter, sugar, fruit of your choice, emulsified, strained.
Is it
And
sort of like a
enjoyed.
jam?
Yeah, I don't exactly know the jam making process.
Okay. But that jams are preserves, and these are somehow not preserves.
Okay, you start mixing that
Yeah.
up.
I'm doing this backhand for some reason. Oh, that smells amazing already. Wow.
Now we're gonna add in the
Wow, this
yolks.
looks so good. Okay. And so this is going to go in between the two cakes or on top?
In between. It's the filling.
In the cake.
The,
So
like,
it's sort of like a curd
yummy
sandwich.
surprise.
Yeah. Right? Right?
I wouldn't call it a sandwich.
Why not? Would you call a hot dog a sandwich?
That's really controversial. I don't know if I can.
Which way do you think a hot dog wears pants?
What do you mean?
Sorry.
Okay, and I want you to mash the raspberries too. Give you a little more heat.
Okay, great.
The more mashed up they are, the easier the straining process is. Because different from a lemon curd, a raspberry curd, there's more texture, you know, in the raspberry. They have all the seeds and
Okay.
bits.
Okay. Oh, okay. Not okay. Emma's scaring me. Does she have that same violently intense look on her face as when she was measuring out the milk?
Violent?
Frightening, certainly.
That's just my face. I'm always smiling on the inside.
That's nice to know. Nice to know now at this point in the process.
Okay, now I'm gonna have you stir.
Yep. Okay, now what do we do?
So we're gonna gradually over time, this should be about 10 minutes-ish. Keep stirring, don't stop. Increase the speed of our stirring, and you should feel it thickening,
Okay,
emulsifying, curding.
great.
Our curd is thickened, and we're gonna strain it now.
Okay.
So this way we have a really nice
And we're keeping the seeds out.
texture. Yes.
Great. That's very satisfying to watch. Okay, so the last step here is frosting.
Yes.
Talk to me.
Correct.
Talk to me about frosting.
All right, so we're going to start with 2 sticks of butter
Okay.
and the zest of 1 lemon
Okay, great.
in the mixer.
Okay. So should I just put that all in right now?
Yes, let's cut each stick in half real quick.
Okay.
It'll make this go by faster.
Great. Okay, and I'm sort of dunking them in rather than shooting. If
Yeah,
we're-
it's totally creative freedom
Doesn't make
in this
any
step of the
sense.
process.
Yep.
You can, yeah, it can go from your hands to the bowl, however
Right, great.
you so choose.
I don't know what I'm doing at this point. Okay, so
Zest.
lemon zest is going in
With the butter.
with the butter. And then do you want this on a low, medium, or high setting?
Let's go medium.
Okay, great.
Or start low, because this,
Start low.
yeah.
Okay.
The mixer's been known to,
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
suddenly Emma's in the splash zone. And suddenly she's worried about the splashes. But when I was in the splash zone, pump the milk in, let's go nuts.
it's my birthday.
That's true.
Okay, I'm content. Now this
Okay.
is 3 cups of powdered sugar sifted, and similar to when we were doing the batter, we're not gonna add it all in at once.
Right.
Because then you'll get like the atom bomb mushroom cloud, but
It'll start snowing. In
of
here.
sugar.
Right.
So
Okay. Oh, look who's back in the splash zone. Isn't that so funny how that works? Okay. Is that enough? Too much? Not enough?
that's good.
Oh, I completely missed is what you're laughing at. Okay.
You're trying your best. When you try your best but you don't succeed, you get what you want,
But
but
not what you need. What song is that?
Fix You, Coldplay.
Oh, okay. I was
In-
getting it confused with Break Even by The Script. Do you know that one?
I'm trying to break even. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm trying to break even. Oh.
Right. What's the? Yeah. Sorry. We gotta keep going. Chew.
Patooey. Have you seen that? I think it's a Twitter meme. Like the spelling of achoo, but patooey. No.
No, I have no idea what you're
not-
talking about. I don't concern myself with online things. I like to read books.
You're lying. I've seen your TikTok. It's come up on the FYP.
I wouldn't even begin to know what that stands for.
Lovely.
And you're telling me that's all it takes to make a frosting?
Well, we have one more step. Our lemon juice.
Back from the beginning, we're going full circle. It was the first ingredient we made. No,
And
it
we
wasn't.
said-
The zest was.
We're gonna put a pin in this.
That's right. Okay. It was so long ago.
4 score.
What a horrible noise. But it smells amazing. Okay.
I'm content.
Emma's content, so finally we can move on. All right, so now it's time to assemble all these things.
Yeah, we have our curd out of the fridge.
And the cake was in
Cakes
the
are
fridge as
cool.
well.
Yes, everything is cooled, nothing's hot.
You want everything ice cold, or at least cool, okay? So the curd is gonna go on.
I meant to do
Nice
that.
reflexes. It's got a great consistency. It smells
Nice
awesome.
and thick.
I can only assume it will taste awesome as well. Oh, you've got some curd up your sleeve.
I curded myself.
Oops, I curded. I just curded my sleeve. Is that some curd in your sleeve, or are you happy to see me?
Nathaniel.
Oops, I curded.
You like that one?
And I curd in my sleeve.
I really like this spinny thing.
The spinny thing is really cool.
I've never had access to this kind of luxury.
This is the sort of technology you can expect us to deal with on Cooking with Cuse every other week.
I feel like I've made it to the big leagues.
Yep. A lot of people feel that way when they're on Cooking with Cuse. Bobby Flay was on our show once, and he said, finally, this is the real deal.
Did you beat him? Did you beat Bobby Flay?
Yes, I did.
You've seen.
I cooked. What did I cook for Bobby Flay? I think I cooked burger.
With milk?
Burger with milk. It was a lot of people like a cheeseburger, but it's sort of similar, but not quite. Okay, so now we'll put this on top, right?
Yeah.
Help me out, help me out. Help, help, help! Oh, like that. I see, I wouldn't even have done that right at all. Okay, and you're telling me this is nothing like a sandwich? You're out of your mind.
Looks can be deceiving.
Okay, and now we're going to frost it.
Yes, that would be the next logical step.
Okay, so should I put that on top?
Not all of it.
Because we need some for the sides?
Here, let's go for more of like a scoop in place.
Why did you hand it to me then?
I had faith,
I think this is the most acrimonious we've gotten in an episode.
and then I lost faith.
Bobby
Okay, I'm gonna
wasn't
let you do the
nearly
top
this
because
mean to
that's a little.
me. Easier? Oh, I can handle the top because it's easier. Wow, this spinny thing is awesome. Almost makes it look like I know what I'm doing.
I think you need a little more.
Too much?
No, that's good. Patooey.
Exactly. Just like the kids are saying. Okay. Good? Are you happy?
Yes.
I sort of have the philosophy it's going to get eaten so fast it doesn't matter what it looks like, but I recognize that is unpopular. Not everyone eats as fast as I do. I'm sort of like...
Yeah, well, we'll put it in a slow feeder bowl for you.
What's the hot dog eating guy's? Kobayashi? Is that his name? The guy who has the hot dog eating? No, what's his
No.
name? Who's the one who just...
There's like a...
Joey
Yes,
Chestnut.
yes.
And he won the contest last year even though he broke his leg. And people are talking about that like it's like an athlete who, like if LeBron did something with a broken leg. Respectfully, I don't think Joey Chestnut needs his leg in order to down hot dogs.
Maybe that was a secret.
He was somehow hiding them in his cast? Oh my God, Emma. This is some accusations you're leveling at American
Trying to go
icon
fast.
Joey Chestnut. Kobayashi, I think, is the one who invented eating the bun separately from the hot dog. Is this too much hot dog eating contest content? Hot dog eating contest content.
Have you ever done an eating contest?
Yes, I think I did a pie eating contest once.
Do it fast.
Okay. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm not a pro. I'll admit that. Yeah, you do a little cleanup. Yeah, there we go. Well, we've got.
Is the camera rolling?
Yeah, very much so. Emma, did you know we've been on camera this whole time?
What?
You've been on candid camera. I tricked you into baking a cake. Okay, I think we're gonna have to just eat this because I'm too hungry. And it looks too good. So Emma,
You know what? Yeah, screw this, Nate.
Emma, happy 22nd birthday. It's your Juan Soto year.
Yep.
And let's dig in. Happy birthday. Thanks for teaching me to make this cake.
Now sing.
We can't say happy birthday. We don't have the rights. All right, we both just digging in?
Yeah. Get the
Okay.
stuff in there.
All right, cheers. Thanks.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, really good.
Yeah?
Thanks for watching.
Bye.